This is Sharp Outline in Camp, local to Jacksonville, Florida. First and foremost, I'd like to present honor and glory to the Father and the Son, and the proper true Hebrew tongue. Call Walayam La, Yahweh Bashma Shai, Bashim, Habakak Wadashma Moth. Also, double honor to the elders of Apostle GMS, double honor to my elders as well. Ahara 1 by Yasharala, peace and blessing to 1/3, and salutation over elect. This is going to be a quick little lesson just going on the mind of how you should have as a man, woman, and child. You know, not just, ultimately of the elect, being in 1/3 or the hopeful elect, Lord willing, I'm part of that number, but always being in the mind of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, because this world is a very blasphemous place, and, a whole bunch of death walking around, a whole bunch of sin walking around. What this place is, Matawaf, man. It's nothing but a fake reality and idolatry and stuff that's normalized and idolized within this society of America. Spiritually Sodom and Gomorrah, spiritually Babylon. So that's what you're gonna see. Stuff that you'll see thousands of years ago. You'll see in the city of Sodom and Gomorrah. The same stuff you're gonna see here, and it's gonna look horrendous, and your mind not gonna even want to think about it. You're gonna look away, because you know that's what this place holds. Same with Babylon, man. Rome, and this is Rome reincarnated. You're seeing our people afflicted. You're seeing our people, getting trodden down on, or basically beat down in the streets by either our own people or Esau. So that be the thing is that this is that place where that will happen. And the only way you can get out of it is by being in the mindset of the Lord Yahweh Shai and doing your job as a man of the Lord. Going to highways and byways, on the street corners. That would be a very good thing for you to do, because that's what the Lord wants us to do. And you're gonna be what's the word? Well, you're gonna have scoffers and everything, but that's what it is, man. The people of this world don't want you to be vexed. They want you to be happy that they don't think this place is gonna be coming to the end. That they want you to be. They want you to be. Want this place to be on forever. Endless barbecues of the 4th of July and Martin Luther King Day holidays that don't got nothing to do with the scriptures, other than that they're blasphemous and that they're just wicked. Ain't got nothing to do with. Ain't got nothing to do with the Lord, anything. So this is John chapter 15 verse 19. It says, "If you were of the world would love you, would love his own. But because you are not of the world, but I've chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you." And within that, there's another possibility. That's another responsibility. Because now that you have been chosen by Yahweh Shai, now you can seek the Father's name as well, and then you can pray. Now you have the word. Now you have this wisdom and knowledge, understanding. Now you can do what you need to do with it. Verse 20. Remember the word that I sent to you. The servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also. But all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me. If I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not had, and it's like they had not had sin, but now they have no cloak for their sin. Yeah, man. Two other people, they don't want nothing to do with Yahweh Shai, man. They don't they have no cloak for their sin. So just like this place in America, they don't have no cover. They don't have no cloak covering. They don't have no veil. Everything is being presented to to the Most High Yahweh Bashim Shah, and of course to the people that know Yahweh Bashim Shah. And ultimately, the main set of the head house of the king of the heathens, man, Esau, man, the Caucasian race, they have something to do as well. They have a job to do to persecute our people and beat the devil, but also to have their shame uncovered, you know. But you know that's just more the reason being the mind of the Lord, man, because our the devil is walking around seeking whom he may devour. You gotta be circumspect. This is Colossians chapter 3, verse 12. It says, "Put on therefore as the elect of Yahweh, holy and beloved, bowels of mercies, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, long suffering." Ultimately, put on as the elect. You know, uh, be uh, be yeah. Well, yeah. It, it's I'll keep it simple like that. But you know, do the work of the Lord as the Lord has commanded us. You know, study and pray. You know, always read and study and pray, man. Watch the videos. You know, um, I watch the elders. I watch the apostles, man. Elder apostles. Um, and yeah, I'm always thinking, you know, what you can read. You know, that's what any brother sister, and you know, do what should I read? What should I do? You know, they have a schedule. They have a quote unquote plan. You know, for at least for a day. You know what you're gonna do with this day, because every day you have is basically a blessing. Because the Lord could have put you at your sleep, but he didn't have that in His will to do. So it's a possibility you can have many nights where you're still here, and basically you see the fall of this kingdom. You know, and that all comes with the responsibility of that you being either the 1/3 or the hopeful elect, and having that mindset of the hopeful elect. This is Job chapter 32, verse 8. It says, "But there is a spirit in a man, and in the inspiration of the Almighty giveth them understanding." So, kind of, man, that's the spirit. Ultimately, that's the mind. That's the law. That we don't want to use our physical heart or our physical brain. We want to use the spirit, the the essence that the Lord breathed into Adam, man, the first creatures on the earth, physical creatures on the earth. It's like you first man's. It's like you, we're one of the first men on earth. Um, Nonetheless, you wanna have the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Shai. And like I said, it's an operation of the Almighty. You're giving them understanding. You understand the times, or the times we in. It's the times that are at the end. We're nearing the end. Trump getting right to it, man. I just seen a comedian talk about that, man. It's like it's like you get out of the car, and you've been playing what you do, trying to get right to it, man. So hopefully keep that same spirit. Cause he's the devil. He's the Caucasian race. Keep that same energy, because more stuff has to happen, more than tariffs. They gotta have inflation. You know, you gotta have hyperinflation. You know, uh, that really needs to come, man. Cause our people want to get out of the place. Our people done with it. You know, me personally, I'm waiting for this place to come to the end. But of course, there's stuff that you have to do first. There's stuff that I got to do first. You got to work at elect. You know, and therefore you got to be in the mindset. You know, talking to anybody. Knowing their spirit. Hopefully you see them again, or if not, the Lord will put on you to talk to them. You know, but come on. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 6. I'm gonna start at verse 15. It says, "Know ye not that your bodies are the members of Hamashiach? Shall I then take the members of Hamashiach, make them the members of an harlot? Yahweh forbid. What? Know ye not that he which is joined to an harlot is one body. For thus saith he shall be one flesh. But he that is joined unto the Lord is one spirit. Flee fornication. Every sin that a man doeth is without the body, but he that committeth fornication sinneth against his own body. You know, when I talk about fornication, not just physical, it's like you. Damn, don't tell me. Like about that, just a little freeze of everything. All right. Um, yeah, flee fornication ultimately. That fornication of the spiritual fornication. You know, our mind have to be constantly on Yahweh Shah. You know, sit back, enjoy the roses. You know, enjoy the ride. You know, we are here for a reason, and we have received knowledge of. You know, and you want that candle to be lit. You know, to always be searching and keep seeking Most High Yahweh Shah, and and stay lit forever as long as it need to be lit. You know, um, so yeah, in that spiritual fornication. You know, don't go into the minds of our people. So many religions that they got followed, man. So many mindsets. You know, ultimately they going after Esau, man. That mammon. They want to seek mammon or Eliphaz. They gotta find gold, man. Uh, they don't want their children to be, kings or princes. They don't care what their children are. You know, they don't care if they're thugs that take the lives of another brother, you know, or harlots or anything, because they have not received that understanding. You know, they can't even be a physical parent, you know, because they can't be a spiritual child, you know. So that's just something they have not received, and we have received through the Spirit and through the Spirit and understanding of the Lord Yahweh Shah. We go on a lesson, man. But Philippians chapter 4 and 8, it says, "Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are good report, if there be any virtue, and if there be any praise, think on these things." This is the mind of always have your mind on the Lord. He said, if things be honest, pure, a good report, virtue and praise. This is the time we in. We have to know that faith is a virtue, man. We have to constantly praise Yahweh Shah, man. We have to be plain and hopefully we're acquitted as we're not. I didn't say the word acquitted. Hopefully we're seen as just. I wanna know that if the Lord come back right now, he would see his face. Because I'm seeking the Lord's face right now. You know, I'm seeking Havashai, seeking in the Most High Yahweh. There's nothing I want more than this place to be destroyed right now. The physical things of this world does not matter to any. It don't matter to me. I ain't gonna say anybody, but it don't matter to me. It matters to a lot of other people that don't have either the spirit of the Lord Yahweh Shai or can't even get in the first place. So these are what we have to think on and expound on in our mind, and those thoughts are either going to lead to a better relationship with the Most High, or it's going to lead to a lesson. It's Psalm chapter 37, verse 23 says, "The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and He delighteth in His way." So, nonetheless, the conclusion, a a good man, good, just, can be plain. I just want this place to be destroyed. I want to get more knowledge and understanding. And just basically read. And, read and pray. Do what it takes. And the Lord is hearing all our prayers, and do as He asks, and do what you know you need to do, and the Lord is gonna have you. And it says, a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delighteth in his way. So this is a delightful thing that this path. It may be grievous sometimes through the physical things, but honestly, that's what it is. You got to kind of have to deal with that. It's the change of darkness. It's a physical flesh. You know, most other people can't even understand it. Most people that don't have Yahweh Bashim Mashah can't even understand it. I ain't gonna lie. I think I asked somebody, can it turn out that Moses? It was a female, man. But that's Jake. I mean, that's Eve. It was Eve. But she was like, no, and she be the most. She be rah-rahing, and then she say some stupid junk like, y'all act like kids, when she acts like a monster. You would think if she put on a monster costume, you couldn't tell the difference. I mean, that's how Eve is. That's how 2/3 of our people is. They act like monsters. The young dudes ain't no better, man. They talking about murdering their own brothers. And I'm like, do y'all have to do that? Or that's just, I mean, exactly. It's vexing. You shouldn't be in the mindset of that, because it's very vexing to even think about. But it's not vexing to think about the Holy Spirit. Not vexing to think about this place being destroyed. It put a smile on my face. I crack a grin every time I hear terrorists or someone talking about terrorists, because that means it's being more the Lord is being more exposed, and he's allowing his face to be shown. So that is, put me in a good heart, and a good mindset, good spirit, and that's what a man, woman, child should be in the spirit of, how always constantly you know praying and reading, you know and prayers don't take nothing at all. Also, for the men, I don't know how it's the Bible, get read it well, and drop them lessons, and go on the highway, the byway, tell our people, tell Esau who he is, the red man. He's not Blanco, you know. Just going off of I think that's 2 weeks now. Either last week or 2 weeks, but Esau get real mad if you tell him he not if you not Blanco. You tell him he red, he gonna turn red. But yeah, man, that was a lesson. Y'all was edifying a little lesson. With that, I'm to Shalom.